We need to have a serious conversation about how we look at the future of gaming. Right now, the gaming and hardware communities are trapped in a cycle of impossible expectations. We take every rumor, every leak, and every cinematic trailer, and we build this towering pedestal in our minds. But when we set the bar that high, we guarantee our own disappointment. Even if a product turns out to be excellent, it will be labeled as a failure simply because it didn't live up to an impossible fantasy. Today we are talking about the danger of overhyping games like GTA 6, why the rumors surrounding AMD's next-gen GPUs and Nvidia's RTX 6090 are toxic, and why you don't actually need to pick a side to enjoy PC gaming. Let's get into it. Let's start with the games. Look at Grand Theft Auto 6. With the official release delayed until November 2026 and development costs allegedly in the billions, the community expectation isn't just that the game will be good, the expectation is that it will redefine human entertainment. It is completely natural to have high hopes, and we should absolutely expect progress and quality from AAA studios. But when we overhype a product to this degree, we damage our own perception. If GTA 6 launches and it is simply a fantastic 9 out of 10 game with a few standard open world bugs, a massive portion of the internet will call it a total disaster. People have to ground their expectations in reality so we can actually enjoy the games when they finally arrive. And this exact same toxic hype cycle happens with hardware. Right now there are rumors circulating that AMD's next generation architecture is going to completely embarrass Nvidia's upcoming RTX 6090. Setting that kind of expectation is incredibly dangerous. It creates a scenario where if AMD releases a phenomenal, highly competitive graphics card that simply goes toe-to-toe with Nvidia, the community will view it as a massive failure because it didn't destroy the competition. We have to stop treating hardware companies like sports teams. You do not need to pick a side. We see this tribalism most clearly on the front lines of the upscaling war. If we look at the facts, Nvidia currently has a richer feature set. With the launch of DLSS 4.5 at CES, they brought 6 times multi-frame generation and dynamic multi-frame generation to the table. DLSS is a more mature technology right now, but recognizing that fact doesn't mean you can't appreciate what AMD is doing with FSR4 Redstone. AMD does not have to have an identical feature set to compete. They don't need 6 times frame generation if they are working on AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 3. If AMD can perfect Fluid Motion Frames 3 and implement high-quality frame generation natively at the driver level, they can completely bypass the need for game developers to manually integrate FSR into their games. They don't need to be identical. They can compete using completely different strategies that ultimately achieve the exact same outcome, a smoother, better-looking game for you. Whether you use Nvidia, AMD, or Intel, you should recognize the immense value that all of these companies are bringing to the table. My goal here isn't to criticize one side or the other. I want us to be realistic and positive about these technologies. Nobody is forcing you to use them, but at least give them a chance to help you find your optimal experience. It is easy to jump online and find something to be upset about, but it's unproductive and you don't need to be a part of it. Rather enjoy the experience, appreciate the hardware you have, whether it's the absolute bleeding edge or a humble machine running on low settings. Be fair, be realistic, be happy. Ultimately, it is your experience. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.